Welcome to a LeagueGaming.com presentation. TSIBS interviews. Tonight, it's former star AHL goaltender J. Carlos 44. Now, here's TSIBS.
Hey everyone, welcome to TSIBS interviews. It's TSIBS 88 with you here on LG. And today on our first show, we're going to talk to someone who was part of Season 1 in LG AHL PlayStation Network. He was the Harry Hap Holmes Memorial Award winner for goals against average at 2.23 for the season. Save percentage of 78.4, 6 shutouts, a 21-9 record in net. Runner-up for the Best Goalie Award. 9-game winning streak in net from Week 3 to Week 10. And part of the Western Conference champion Charlotte Checkers. He is J. Carlos 44. Jay, how you doing tonight?
Good, and you?
Good. So let's talk a little bit about Season 1 in the league. And obviously a lot of us, for the first time, getting to play in a league like, in this league in LG as a PlayStation player. Tell us what you felt once the season was over. How do you think Season 1 went?
I thought it was a new experience for me. It was only the second league I ever did. The first one was it was okay. I mean, the team was all right, but this one was way better because it was 17 players, like 3 players a week. You couldn't just have one player play each game for you or play 82 games in a season. I don't know. The site was amazing. Everything was amazing in this league. Just coming to this league and everything, everybody's there for me to help me, and I don't know. I couldn't say anything better about the league.
Now, have you played in other leagues? You don't have to actually talk about the name of the leagues, but
Yeah.
If you've played in other leagues, how do you compare the competition in LG, the site, the social aspect of how LG does it? You know, how would you compare LG to the other leagues?
I don't know. I've only ever played in one other league, and just like the way I could work the site in the other leagues, like it was hard for me to just even talk to anyone or even get a tryout or even get in a team.
Right.
The only reason why I could is just because I knew someone. That was about it. And this, I got in a team that I didn't even know anybody on the team. It was just a new experience for me.
So
it was a lot easier.
Right. So you only did one of the league, and so let's talk a little bit. Again, it was my first time ever doing it last year, being part of a league. So, let's talk a little bit about what it means to be a part of these leagues. It is so different from a drop-in game or from club. And talk a little bit about, what the differences were, how you felt about what it was like, being thrown into a team of a bunch of guys, maybe mostly who you didn't know, maybe some guys you've heard of. What was it like to get thrown into a team like that, and then how did everything work out during the season for you?
Yeah, the Charlotte Checkers, they were a new team that I did not know anyone on that team. I tried out for them, and that was about it. And then Robbie and Brood picked me up, and the team is a bunch of great guys. I think it was Canada every day. Oh, Canada! Yeah, whenever I got on, he was always running a lobby.
Again, you've had some experience with leagues, but did you find it somewhat difficult at the beginning, or did the guys on the Checkers just make you feel welcome right away?
Yeah, they just made me feel welcome. I didn't they would ask who's playing. I just have to say, yeah, I'm playing, and then they would just send me an invite. It wasn't like in my other leagues, I would have to try and get people together and wrangle them together to get them on.
Right. Let's talk a little bit about playing goal and some of the other goaltenders that are in the league. We talked a little bit about the awards that you won, and one of them that you came up to as a runner-up in was the best goalie, and a couple of the other guys who are in the league. I don't know how much of a chance you got to look at these guys, but a guy like Mooner and J-Town and Halak, what do you see in common with a lot of these goaltenders? What do they do well that makes them so good?
J-Town and Halak and me, all 3 of us, I think we're all great positional goalies. We'll make the stops that we're supposed to make, and then there's Mooner. He'll go out of his way and just make a diving stop. If there's a rebound, he'll make another diving stop. I'm glad he won the Goalie of the Year award because sometimes there's saves that he shouldn't make, and somehow he just finds a way to make them.
And so let's talk a little bit about your move this season. You're in the LGHL this year as a left wing, I believe, right? So
Yeah.
tell us about the transition to that move. Why did you decide to go to that position?
Well, decided to move from goalie to left wing because just goalie in this game is a lot harder. A lot of the cheesy goals will go in. Like a shot from the blue line is probably one of the hardest shots I will face in the game. So it's just stuff like that would just make me frustrated. So I don't know. I thought right wing or left wing would be a lot easier because I think I could carry a game from left wing besides for me in net because I'd still let in those weak goals, those like ones from half, those ones from the blue line that shouldn't go in, or the ones from the goal line. It's like and I couldn't stop them, so I just kept getting frustrated. So that's why I ended up switching.
Right. So let's talk a little more about the goaltending position and EA Sports and NHL 17. What types of things would you like to see them do to make that goaltender position a little bit more friendly? You know, obviously you don't want to make it super easy, but you know, what kind of things would you change in the next release?
Like hugging the post. If you hug the post, you'll be stuck on them. So
Right.
you want to tend to like not hug the post, but I think if you don't hug it, someone will just take a clapper from the goal line and it'll just end up going in. It's like you have to choose. And you have to make the right choice, but if you make the wrong choice, it'll just be a goal no matter what. So stuff like that, and then like the shots from the blue line where your guy ends up kicking in on his own. Just
Right.
the stuff that makes you angry, really makes you want to break it.
Yeah, it is a pretty frustrating position to play at times, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, for season 2, you know, what kind of expectations did you have going to the next division up and playing with the LGHL group? Did you think it was going to be a lot harder? You know, what I know you've had some experience with a lot of those players, but you know, what did you expect as far as the level of competition when you moved up?
I barely played with any of those NHL people. I'd heard stuff from my buddy Snoop that's on my team now. Like the level of competition when you get up there is a lot different. It's a lot higher. But I don't know, because from last year in the AHL, there's a lot of people that didn't make it to the NHL just because they signed up late because
Right.
they didn't know about LG. So I feel like we had some of those hidden talents down in the AHL just the entire season. And most of them are on my team now in the Jets. We have a lot of AHL guys. So I don't know. I think it should be a good year. And so far in my first week, I haven't seen anything that special, but I don't know. It should be interesting.
You miss anything about the AHL?
Yeah, I like the AHL, man. I still hang on the AHL chat. I don't
Yeah.
really hang on the NHL chat that much. There's nothing to talk about there. The AHL chat's where it's at.
All right. Well, listen. Best of luck in this season, and great to get a chance to finally talk to you. Obviously, as another goaltender, I've been watching you all season, watching some of your games, and pretty impressive with how you play the position. Kind of sad to see you go away from goaltender, but I understand the frustration of it. So, listen, thanks a lot for joining me today and for the interview.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
That was J. Carlos 44. I'm TSIBS. You've been listening to TSIBS Interviews.